Welcome to episode 9 of the Way2Cheap Podcast, a cheaply made podcast with two budget hosts. I'm one of your hosts, Noah.
And I'm the other host, Hans.
Oh, you changed it up a little bit. You said other host.
Oh.
I feel like you don't normally say that, but I don't remember.
And I'm the other budget host, Hans. Is that better?
I don't really remember what you say. It's been like 2 weeks since we recorded
how about
one.
this? Welcome to the Way2Cheap Podcast.
That seemed like you
There
really
are
tried to
two
fit
budget
that all in there.
hosts.
I thought
They're
I was
Hans and Noah.
Okay.
I was going to say gross because that rhymes.
I don't even know what song you're going with anymore.
Ba-dum-bum,
That's what I thought you were doing, and then you
ba-dum-bum,
just
ba-dum-bum,
started going. You started going off of it.
ba-dum. Is that enough to get like
Okay.
a takedown for like DMCA?
I doubt it. I don't think they'll be like, oh yeah, this sounds exactly like it.
Good.
Man,
Don't infringe on my right to make terrible jokes
YouTube
or
doesn't
songs.
even. YouTube won't even check this out. You know that. Come on. All right. Well, we should probably just get into the usual stuff because that's how we always start it.
It's a good transition, though. I mean, if YouTube doesn't care about us, you're right, because I never gain any subscribers.
Whoa. Our channel is up to 10. Yours is up to 28. You're welcome to both of those.
It doesn't count. I mean, like,
It does
sure,
count.
on the
I will
scoreboard,
give you a view and a like.
Hey,
it's a real channel. They
we're-
subscribe to channels, so
We're double digits now on the podcast, which is
Sure.
awesome. But it won't affect our viewership and our.
I will watch it multiple times now.
And the amount of time that people actually like stay to watch or
It'll
duration
be me full watch. I'll
will
watch
be
the whole
about
thing,
like
listen to it 3 times.
0.34%.
Yeah, I'll listen to it the whole time.
I wish
The whole.
there was one video in our podcast channel that we put out that someone would watch for the whole thing.
I always watch it the whole time.
Oh,
It's
is it
just other.
the
It's just
average
other
is
people
so
over
low?
and down. Yeah, they just click on it, hit the like button, and then leave. Hopefully, as long as they're liking it, you know.
I wonder what like actually has more of an influence, liking the video or a higher view duration.
I have no idea. Probably likes because no one's like, oh hey, stay till the end of the video.
You don't
And
think
then
that
like
view
it.
duration like has
I
as
mean,
much?
it probably helps. It probably helps for like, I mean, obviously for like monetary gains.
Maybe it's
but
percentage of
Yeah.
video viewed.
you probably want your video to be at least like 50% viewed.
Hmm.
So
What do you think
I mean,
the
'cause,
average video view duration is?
I would probably say like, I don't know, probably like 20%. I don't know, it depends because there's like those long videos that people could have that watch like a minute of it. And then there's short videos that people watch the whole thing. So
So I looked up and there is like an average 50% rule. And the number
Alright.
one core answer was 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So I'm not sure we can take that for literal.
nice. There we go. Well, I'm up 8. That's what I'm up. Only
Hey.
somehow I went down yesterday. I was at 4. I'm at 429 now. I went down to 427 today, and I
And
gained
back
2
up.
today.
Hmm.
So I don't really know what happened, but I'll take it because why not? So,
I liked your latest video that you put out.
which one's that? Just my sneaker releases?
I think it was a sneaker release video.
Yeah, that one was just pretty boring. There wasn't really too much. I had just nice transition. I'll just talk about what I did since we recorded the last
Let's do it.
podcast. Did I do 2? It might 2 or 3. Either I had the one come up the day of we recorded the last one, or it was a little bit after. But
There
it's,
might have been one
it's
on
at
the
least
day.
2. But both of them have just been kind of boring. Like nothing really insane happened. The one was the sneaker releases for June, which I meant to get out the Friday before it came out. Because it came out on Memorial Day, which probably was the worst day to upload it. And then the other one was the Air Max 90 Bacon unboxing, because I actually got those. So nothing crazy. Both of them I think were like pretty low on the views. Nothing great. But one of my videos was getting a ton of views because Chinatown Market released more mystery boxes.
Hey, there you
And
go.
when you look up Chinatown Market like mystery boxes, I'm like number 1 maybe
Really?
on there. Yeah, so if you look it up, I think I'm the first one. If you look up Chinatown Market, I'm like the 5th view, so or like the 5th video. So people were looking at it. It gained almost 1,000 views in about a week.
That's pretty
which
impressive.
is pretty good. Yeah, only 1 subscriber off that, but not too bad. But I will be having some mystery boxes on the way at Chinatown Market. One is one of them, and
That's
then
exciting.
Sneaker Flea is the other one. So only mystery boxes I've done before, but I haven't gone out of my way to find other mystery boxes, but I'm happy those two. Hopefully they do well.
I ask this every single time we talk about mystery boxes, so I'm sure the question will get old. But have you managed to sell any thing recently from your old mystery boxes?
I haven't sold anything, or from the last one that I did, I haven't even listed any of that stuff. But from the other mystery boxes, I have sold some things. I've sold almost everything from the Chinatown Market mystery box. I think I have like one shirt that for some reason just won't sell, and then I kept some of the other stuff. So I think I made my money back on that one.
There you go.
The Sneaker Flea ones, I've sold a good majority of the stuff, or like half of it probably, but I need to list it. And I think I had another two mystery boxes I've sold some stuff for, so I do all right. I don't put a ton of effort into listing it, so that probably doesn't help.
Well, at least that you broke even. That's pretty good, because you broke even and got viewership, so
yeah,
that's the way to do it.
If only I was making money off the views too, but that'd be nice. Soon enough, hopefully. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I do have like a tracker sheet to track all like the reselling stuff, like sneakers that I get that reselling stuff, because I did win a pair of sneakers on sneakers that I didn't unbox because they're just boring dunks, but I sold them for like $170.
Oh, there you go.
Like $100 retail, so I got made like $50 on them after fees. So that's nice. So.
What do you consider boring dunks? Because
like there's a million dunks coming out, and they're they were a women's release, and I don't think anyone was really like going out of their way to look for them. Like if they were a better colorway or like a hyped up dunk, then I would have reviewed them. But they were a women's release, and I'm like, I can't. There's nothing really to do for them, so I was just like, I'm just gonna buy these and then sell them. So
nice.
Yeah, worked out for me.
So. I don't want to spoil what you have, but there's one more note that I'm very interested in.
Well, the other note kind of goes off your note, but there's two. So I'll go with one of them. Basically, obviously, I said it already. I started a channel. I actually started two channels. Started them, but like more just took the names because I wanted to make sure I have them if I ever decide to do it. Because I'm like, there's some stuff I would like to do, and I would like to do just like infrequently or like. If I just did it, I would do it. One is the like card stuff, so I started that, but I don't know how much I'll do that one because I don't feel like spending a ton of money on it. And some of them just like might as well make some content. The other one is a gaming one, basically just to have it in case I need to use it. So nothing crazy. I did start an Instagram for the card ones because the card community is huge on Instagram. So
there you go.
Yep.
And I'm sure that you'll get some like kick over from different channels because I think that. I've seen a couple different YouTubers that I follow lately kind of break their channels up into a la carte kind of things where they have like the different communities for different, collections or things.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, especially in like other spaces, have like a gaming channel where they're like, I want to play games, or like they'll live stream off the gaming channel. It's like, I just have it so it exists. And then the cards one, I'm like, if I want to use it, I can use it. If I don't, whatever. I just took the name because I was like, I want to have the name just in case I like go more in depth in cards and like start unboxing a lot of stuff, because like it's pretty like easy content you make. You literally just film your hands and unbox it, so like it's not even hard. Like, you just do it with your phone like I do now, but it's easier setup. So and
people like that too.
And there's no editing involved,
right?
So or
minimal editing at least, maybe.
Really realistically, from what I've seen, you don't really trim unless like you have to pause it for a reason, because people don't want to see you like fake things, so you like, keep it going the whole time. So that's kind of why it was like it's pretty easy to do. Like it's not going to take much effort. It's already something I'm doing on my own. So
now you're gonna have famous.
Might as well do that way. Yeah, that'll be the weird thing. I don't really want to like have all that. We'll have to figure out camera placement if I do some of those.
You're gonna have to wear gloves while you're opening them.
No, I won't do that. That's too much.
You could have a new pair of gloves every video. That could be your like thing.
No.
You're the glove guy.
No, that's way too much effort. I should really use one of my old channels as my gaming channel, but I just don't feel like doing all that. I am probably going to have some logos get made for those channels because I can't use the same like picture. I really need a logo for this channel too, but maybe I'll find a nice bundle that can make me 3 logos.
Hey, there you go. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
The hard thing is, even when you have someone else making a logo or like artwork or anything, you have to have inspiration and like source material to kind of give them. And so even just finding that's difficult, right?
Yeah, I have a decent idea that I want to do for Cheap Beast, like gaming and cards. I would basically do the same logo, but like change the color and like put cards or put gaming on it, and then potentially use that. If I ever did do merch, I may do that logo. So hopefully it'd be pretty good. It's a pretty, like, it'd probably be like a line or something, but nice. I haven't figured it out exactly.
Look at that. You got your whole roadmap, and
I know.
Everybody got to hear it first on the podcast.
I know. I just need to get some more traction on YouTube. I keep saying it, like, I'm now saying it like every video, that I just need to get to 500 subscribers, and then I'll do a giveaway. And I know once you do a giveaway, it'll probably get you a few more, because people are like, oh, free stuff I can win, let me subscribe.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just have to I probably should announce on like Instagram and stuff, but haven't done it yet, so we'll see.
When are you gonna announce when you hit like 450 or 460 or like?
I said it last video that I was gonna.
I'm on Instagram.
I should really just post like this, like a screenshot of my subscriber count or something like that. I'd really check out my channel. At 500 we're giving away, whatever. So we'll get there.
Well, piggybacking off of that new channel that you made, my channel will tie into one of those, hopefully. And we've kind of brought this up about working together and like having people that you work with to make videos. So one of my ideas is to steal another person's idea, really generic
That's what everyone does. Everyone steals ideas. Do you think I was like, oh, let me talk about sneaker releases on
sure,
my own?
And I mean, but here's the thing. Third Life has been done before, I believe, and maybe it was done by the same group of guys. But to kind of, I've already said it, we're planning to do a Third Life series with a bunch of people that I know. Some people Noah knows as well. And for those that don't know what Third Life is, it's Minecraft hardcore essentially, except for you have 3 lives. And it starts off like PvE. You don't get to fight other people. You're pretty friendly with them. And then once you get to your last life, then you can have combat and go after other people. So it's kind of like a role-playing game in a sense that, you're having alliances and, teamwork and backstabbing and, there's no storyline.
Yeah. So, hold on. First, anyone else on there do content at all? I think
there
just
are.
One, right? Are there multiple?
Spencer.
That's the one I knew for sure.
He does content. He does streaming and YouTube videos, although his YouTube videos are very small and don't get a lot of... I do know that one person from my work will be streaming. I'm not sure they'll make videos. They don't have a very large audience. See, the big thing is a lot of these people are going to be low audience.
Yeah,
but
I mean, that's what we are. So
all it takes is one of us to catch like a keyword or catch onto a video, and then people be like, oh, well, let's go check out other perspectives or let's go check out other contact. There is 2 people that stream, there's 2 people that stream to decent audiences. One of them might be joining, and the other one definitely is. So
nice.
I'm trying to get a variety of people that are either willing to record or stream or already do.
I should stream that. I don't know if I have the stream set up, but I should, just for fun.
I would encourage you to. The one thing I'm going to put as a rule, and I don't know if this is actually a rule for the other one or they kind of like play it off, is I don't want people to go around and watching other people's perspectives at first until we're done.
Well, there was one video in Third Life that they did talk about it. They were like, oh, didn't we saw you do that in the video. And then they saw them. It was it was like Tango or something where they shot him. They talked about the helmet. So one of the other people was like, hey, wait, the person accusing you of wearing the helmet, didn't you wear it for a second too? And then they like called it out that it was metagaming, but they definitely did watch it. They probably watch it just to see other people. Like sometimes they just don't interact with people, or like they watch the episode that already happened, so it's not like they can change much from it.
So I guess to be fair, maybe we let that happen, but like just I don't want people to be like, oh, they hid something here. Let me go find that something.
Yeah,
they hid,
that's like, the one where you're like, I don't want, like, that's the thing I would like try not to do. Or like if you know where someone puts like a secret like chest or something, don't go around looking for it. Like, just let it be and like do that. But I feel like a world that small, a lot of the stuff isn't really secret in any way. So
that is true. And what I do want to say is, for those who don't know what Third Life series we're talking about, there's a bunch of people that are on the Hermitcraft server. which is a big group of YouTubers. All have fairly large number of subscribers, most of them in the millions, some of them in the hundreds of thousands. And some of them and some other YouTubers are a lot smaller. And the whole point of it was to kind of like grow the bigger channels, but also kind of get the lesser known people that they're friends with, like kind of incorporated in and being like, hey, go give them some love. And, you know, even though no one's going to watch this, so like our audience isn't going to go make a big difference for this, I do want to give credit where credit's due and respect them, because they are OGs. And, you know, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if I didn't find, you know, passion in what they do.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's obviously like something we do, and I didn't really even think about streaming. I thought we were just going to make YouTube videos of it, and I was like, that's going to take a lot of editing, but it's whatever. You can cut like 20-minute clips out of it. So
yeah, I mean, I will be doing YouTube videos probably more than streaming. Just maybe I'll stream as well. I don't know how much my computer can handle. Probably both.
Yeah, I'm for sure recording it. That's what so now I can basically just be like, oh, that's what the gaming channel's probably going to be for now. At least I'm going to upload on there just to have my perspective on there. I don't know how much I'm going to do else with the gaming channel, but I might stream it now just to, like no face cam or anything like that, just so it's the same perspective as you would see on the video, but you get the whole thing now. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's a decent idea. And I do think that like the session timing that we have kind of come up with, I think 2 hours like per session. So I guess the other thing that people might not know about Third Life is that it's all live. So everybody is on at the same time for, you know, X amount of time per week. And so I think we're going to be doing 2 hours per week. So
yeah, I mean, the only problem I see, and I'm fine with 2 hours because I don't really want to sit here for like 3 hours trying to figure stuff out.
Right.
But I don't know how they like start completely fresh, because they seem to get there really fast. And I know like there's a lot of time that they didn't show like people mining and stuff like that, but they seem to get to like by like episode 7 they're like fully geared and have stuff to replenish things. So I'm like, how did they do that very quickly?
Well, I will say they exploited some things.
Did they?
If you want to, you know, after this podcast is over, I'll send you some videos on some of the exploits that they did. There's some exploits in Minecraft where you can get diamonds very easily from swamp.
I saw that. I watched that video.
Right. So that's how a lot of them got like diamonds. But I mean, the
okay.
other thing is that they're professional Minecrafters. So even if their combat isn't always the best, they know like how to get things quick.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I just don't want to run into, where I'm like, my whole 2 hour session is like me mining, because I'm like, that's all I could do in like 2 hours. Like, I'll figure it out. But I assume it'll go down more. We'll eventually start talking about that. Also, I was thinking we should have an after show for it too. We could easily throw it, but it would require us watching like everyone's perspective, or like bring in another like 2 people in here to talk about it.
And would we throw this up on the podcast channel as well, or would we need to throw it on like Twitch?
I mean, we can throw it up on a podcast. Just bring everything together. Why not?
Okay, I'm liking this idea. And see, this is why the podcast is amazing, because all these ideas just come to fruition on here, right?
Yeah,
and you get to hear it all first.
Exactly. All 3 of you guys that listen.
Right. So
get here first.
More than likely, I should be able to get this podcast that's being recorded right now out tomorrow, which will be the 3rd of June for all of you that are listening to this. It might be a little bit later, but by then, it'll probably be 5 days or 7 days-ish, and then we'll have our first thing recorded. So that's exciting. It's coming up very, very quickly.
That is coming up very quickly. So that should be good. I guess we can really, so on our script that we have, we didn't cover this one, but we might as well just go to that one since we've been talking about Minecraft a ton, and we can bring back the other one a little bit later.
All right, let's do it.
So at least for me, I put a comment in there too that I don't really know exactly what I'm talking about here, but for me it seemed like at least in the past like year maybe, and this probably COVID probably helped a ton with this. And I know Minecraft has been like huge for a very long time, but when I first got into it, Minecraft was like, I watched people just do like survival stuff by themselves, and then it got to like the point where everyone was mining it like super crazy, and this was like beta maybe, and then once the game got released, and that was like the time, and then I stopped watching because I didn't really care too much for like the heavily mod stuff. But in like the past year or two, there seems to be this like huge boom where like everyone's just involved in Minecraft, and like half the biggest like new content creators, not even new, but like people I've never heard of before, have like 10 million subscribers, and I'm like, where'd they even come from? Like I have no idea. So I don't know where it came from.
Accelerated growth.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even just like the new content creators that came out, like the the woodworks, like big content creators like Mr. Beast. They came to Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
And, granted, he played Minecraft like a long time ago when this channel had no one watching it, so it wasn't like he was new to playing it. But he brought in a lot of people as well.
Yeah, and from I looked it up because honestly I was kind of curious and seeing like I looked it up. People on Reddit were basically, it was like from a year ago, so I don't know if this was pre-COVID or whatever, but they were like PewDiePie started playing it, which brought a lot of people in, and then even now like you'll see, I don't know if you know who like Offline TV is. It's like Pokimane, and they are, I think they're about to do a server. So they're about to have stuff. So it just seems like everyone's kind of involved in it. But like it used to be really big. And then I feel, at least in my stuff, it faded. But maybe that was just me not watching it anymore. And now it's just kind of like back to this like huge boom. It's like probably the biggest one on YouTube for gaming at least.
Yeah, I mean, my interest in Minecraft definitely fades in and out. Especially like for playing it. Like there's just some points where you hit and you're like, well, I don't know what to do anymore. But that's open world games in general. But I will say for Minecraft, what it has going for is, number one, they are putting more effort into changes. And so, although the patches are still only coming out semi-yearly or like, once a year, I don't really know exactly the release schedule. They're still getting out more content per patch than they were previously. And the other thing is, when you're watching Minecraft, there's so many different things, because it's an open world, right, that you can do, that it's really easy to rewatch, right? You can go watch 20 different content creators for Minecraft and be interested in all 20 of them. And since it takes so long for each one to make a video, like you can soak up, like there's a lot of room for people to move into the space and all create content. It's not something that's very, very heavily blocked.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it definitely helps that there's a ton of stuff that you can do. And like even like this series, the Third Life series, I'm like, I've never really like thought of that, and it I mean obviously it helps having the right people, not even like the right people, but just good people to have in there, and like that helps. But that's like they're literally playing like vanilla Minecraft, but just in a server, so it's just like they're not even like modding it in a insane amount. Like it obviously there's some stuff they added in there, but like they could do that different ways. Like it didn't have to be exactly like in the game, but just even that, like having that is pretty crazy. That like I don't know, Minecraft's been out for what, like 10 years at this point,
been a long time,
or something like that. So I'm like, people are still doing stuff that are just like new or like newer.
It's been over 10 years. I think they just celebrated their 10-year last year, so it's probably 11 years now.
Jeez, that's crazy. I remember buying an alpha, I think. It was like $20.
I'm gonna break the no rule of talking about the 7 Cs, but back in the day it was a lot easier to crack the version of Minecraft, so it took me a while to pay for it, but I eventually caved in. I gave Notch's money before he became a person that was canceled by modern culture, but
nice. No, I bought it in like alpha or something, because I was playing some people I used to play Call of Duty with, and it was like pretty big. It was like the start of it literally getting big on YouTube. They were like, have you heard about this? And I was like, no. And they're like, you should buy it. And I was like, okay. So then I've had it ever since. So
my first gaming computer I ever bought was purely to host a Minecraft server.
That's impressive. I feel like one time I got it to host, and I could never find the settings to do it again, and it just never worked right. But I did host one for a little bit that would allow like 4 people to play.
There you go.
And like it used to have to do so much to host it. Now it's so easy. You can just Google it, and everything's there. You just pay for one for like $5 a month, and then you can do like anything you want to it. But back in the day, it used to be like you have to set everything up to get it like perfect to get people to play it. It was so difficult.
So, mine never grew too big. I had probably about 10 people on at any given time on my server, and we did have lots of new people that I had no idea who they were that would come in pretty regularly, because I would, set it up so that people would, vote for the server, and it would climb the little server list. Which I
had one like that too.
They weren't as saturated, but my problem was, it's really hard to port forward, and for people that don't know what port forward is, it's basically a way for like people across the world to connect into your network. So if you're hosting like a game server, you have to be able to port forward so people can connect to it. And I couldn't get that, so I used a program called LogMe and Hamachi, which I don't know how safe it is. Maybe it's safe, maybe it's not safe. It was a little sketchy.
I use that too.
And you could get a free access where you could have 4 people per server connect in. But here's the catch. They were all connecting into you. So you could have multiple of those 4-person groups. So I would have like 60 of these different 4-person groups all open that different people would like connect into, but it would all work into the same server running off my laptop that would like leave running for very long periods of time.
Jeez, you're grinding it. I know I think in high school we bought one. A couple of my friends and I bought one, and for some reason it like did really well. Like it definitely had like I at least like 20 something. I think someone gave us like literally like $20 or something, like donated to our server to keep it running. And then there was like one update. And like this was when you bought it from somewhere else, and then you hosted it through them, and the update came out, and it took like 3 days or something for it to update because we were obviously a smaller one, and it just killed everyone we had. So then we just like we paid it probably for like a month later, and no one played, and then we just shut it down because it was like one update killed us because no one wanted to come back, or people just found another server because we were just like a pretty generic server.
Yeah,
but I think some of my friends did some stuff to it, but it was just like, there it goes, one update, all it takes, and it just goes downhill.
Well, talking about donations, I don't usually donate to Twitch, and it's not because I don't want to, it's just because I am very like frugal with how I spend my money. And I went against the grain one time, and there was a server I had been playing on for about a month that I really, really enjoyed, and I wanted it to stay alive, so I donated $25 to it, which was supposed to give you the max, like everything, their kits and everything in that server.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like a little exception that like I was trying to apparently a la carte my donation, like to get like different things from different spots, and apparently that wasn't allowed, so they didn't give me any of it.
Wow.
And I got none of my donation stuff. And I was like really close with like the owners and like the mods and stuff. But then I called them out on it, like in the middle of the server, on like, donating to them and then not getting anything from it. And that basically got me exiled and banned from the server. And I lost all my friends that I had been working with for a month on it because everybody thought that the owners were right. And that was the last time that I will ever donate to a server.
I don't think I've ever donated to a server or a streamer. I have the Amazon Prime, so I have my free Prime sub that I use on Summit 1G every single month. But that's only I've been like gifted subs. I'm just like, man, I just don't know. Like donating just seems weird to me, especially like to these giant streamers. I'm like, you're donating $5, and they half the time don't even read your message.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the point? I know it's for like entertainment, but like I don't go out and pay like people on TV shows because I'm like, oh, thanks for entertaining me for an hour a day.
You pay them with your data.
I know, but like I basically only watch Summit for the most part, so I do give him my free Amazon Prime sub. But like I'll like if a stream have ads on it, like I'll watch the ads, but like I'm not gonna go out of my way and donate. But that's probably a later topic.
I mean, to be fair, you're also paying Twitch for your data too, or with your data too. So like,
yeah, I mean, I'm aware everyone's getting paid, but like, I'm not directly giving them my $5. So, because I just don't feel like donating any money. Sorry, anyone, if they ever donate to me, I thank you.
I always use my Twitch Prime on my buddies because I want to support their ongoing like adventure.
Yeah.
So one of the guys that's going to be in our Third Life group, hopefully, I mean, he accepted and he said he's good, but you never know. People are always wishy-washy, which is why I have backup people and I have my list.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
that being said, I've been subscribed to him for 9 months now.
There you go.
And I just like to support him because I think he has 100 concurrent subscribers right now, which is
impressive, honestly.
Not like super high, but it's getting to the point where like it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, if he's getting donations and stuff where he's like actually making a decent amount of money, I mean, like let's just say minimum you're getting $250 a sub. That's $250 a month.
Yeah,
which is like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that pays you out. I think you have to reach like $100 to get paid out by Twitch or something like that.
That
but
doesn't
I mean,
surprise me. That's how it is for most
I mean,
companies.
that's everywhere does it. They're not going to pay you out until you reach a certain threshold. But I mean, if you're getting $250 a month, that's not bad. Obviously, you can't really live on that. But if you're getting other donations, it's getting you closer to like $500 a month. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and that's why I keep doing it because like he loves what he's doing, and a lot of people I'm sure do. It's not just a him exclusive thing.
Yeah.
But since he's my friend, I want to support him.
Nice. You should just shout him out here. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, if you want to go watch him, his name is Jobless Bum on Twitch.
Nice. That's a great name.
And it's because he got fired and he didn't know what to do, so he made a Twitch account and he called himself Jobless Bum.
It's a solid name. That's what I would do.
And
so speaking of, keep going.
No,
finish it up,
yours.
and then I'll get. No. You were about to say something. I was switching topics.
I was just gonna say he got hired again, but he kept the name, and then they let him go. So he's now the Jobless Bum again.
That's impressive. That sucks. Poor guy. But speaking of content, I finally caved into something I'm pretty sure I said I wouldn't do on a podcast, and I downloaded TikTok. I'm pretty upset with myself.
I don't know whether to be excited for you or ashamed of you.
I'm pretty ashamed of myself. I have a few reasons. One reason is Shelby always sends me links to TikToks.
Right.
And it's a lot easier just to get them sent in the app. So I was like, all right, fine, that part's done and it's whatever. But everybody that I watch is like an established like content creator is like TikTok. If I was to do it again right now, I would upload to TikTok and basically like branch off of TikTok because you can get so many more impressions on TikTok.
Right.
Like you can just be scrolling and it just shows up. Like it's not like I have to be like specifically looking for this kind of stuff for it to show up. So that's what everyone does. So I was like, one day I was just listening to some like podcast or something and talking about TikTok, and I was like, you know what, I should probably download it and I should think about making content for it. And like, so basically what my thought was is I have a lot of like these list videos where you can I can shrink that down, and it's not even me talking. Like you just throw some music or something like that, or like me talking a little bit, and you can shorten it down to like a minute or under and just get that whole video out there and do that, and then like link your YouTube channel or like full video on YouTube, like that kind of thing. So I'm like, I should try it. It doesn't require much. I literally just have to edit my videos down to a minute and then go for that. So we're going to try it. I made one video. I didn't upload it yet on TikTok because
I need to see this video.
I mean, it's nothing impressive. It's literally just me like pointing up in the sky to some text, and then you've already watched the video. It's doing like one of those and then like pointing at some text, and then it's just my best summer sneakers under $100. So I was like, I can make like these kind of lists where it's like a few sneakers.
Here. How about this one down the description
below? No. So it's me pointing to the text, and then like the stuff goes with the music. So that's how I've watched other TikToks do that. So I'm like, that's pretty good. But we'll see. I wanted to have a few more like ready.
Sure.
So I could like start and not have like one video and then like wait like 2 weeks and be like, I should probably put another TikTok up. So I should like have them ready so I could do like 4 videos in like 2 weeks. So we'll see how it goes if I eventually do it. I like having a bunch of ideas about doing things but never actually following up with them. So
we'll here's my opinion on that matter. Number one, as a friend, I'm ashamed that you have TikTok.
I'm sorry.
It is one
okay,
of
so
the
another
worst
reason
apps at like data mining and.
But at this point, they have all my information. I don't even care. But like literally, me just clicking on the links that Shelby sends me sends them probably all my information.
Oh, I'm sure.
So it's like everything, they have it all already. But like even if you go on if I go on like my Instagram or my YouTube, I get the same people's TikToks that I've been sent. So I'm like, clearly they have my information already, and like I'm on Instagram and I'm watching your TikToks.
I mean, the other thing too is that not that my content is anything but hot garbage, because it's pretty bad. But the content on TikTok is not great.
It depends what you're in. Like I'm not in like the young kid TikTok. I feel like I'm not seeing the D'Amelios or like all those people. Like I literally haven't ran into any of their videos, so I'm like, I don't know how they have like hundreds of millions of followers on there. I'm like, people are like getting out of their way and looking for that kind of stuff. Like I literally get like dogs, cars, sneakers, and like Call of Duty. Like those are the 4 things that show up on my TikTok.
And if you described your life 4 words, those would be the 4 words I would describe
probably.
It with.
So I'm like, I literally get like those things on TikTok, and I'm like, it's fine. It's basically Vine. I'll get some like comedy things, and I'm like, this is good enough for me.
So here's my question: do you browse TikTok on the account that's for your YouTube channel?
I do.
Really interesting, because I refuse to browse on any of my like channels.
See, so the way I've thought about it, at least in the past, I felt like it helps me out to have my stuff, like I'm liking stuff. I used to try to comment on people's videos using my account. Not even just like, I would literally just comment, and I'm like, some bot or something's probably going to click on my name and subscribe or something like that. So I'm like, it probably helps me get into people's recommendations if my content's the same that I'm liking, and like also my videos are doing that. So that's how, I don't know if that works, but I'm like, sometimes I watch videos using my Cheap Beast YouTube account, and I only have one TikTok account, so it's my Cheap Beast one, and then my Instagram account. So like I usually use my, I don't really use my Cheap Beast account a ton because I don't have a ton of subscribers, or I don't subscribe to a ton of people on Cheap Beast account, but my other account I do, so I usually use that. But if I'm watching sneaker content, I watch it on Cheap Beast.
Makes sense. Yeah, I just use my normal account for like anything that I'm not uploading on, and then any upload accounts, it's just strictly upload, check for comments, and that's it.
See, but I felt like I had to subscribe to people for some reason, because I was like, I don't know if it helps like get your content out there, but I'm like, maybe if like my videos are watched by the same people that I watch, it helps out. So
I mean, the YouTube algorithm does work in mysterious ways, so you really never will know for sure.
So I'm like, might as well try it. You never know. It could work.
Well,
but yeah,
I know
caved in with TikTok.
This has been a fairly short podcast so far, but I am been reading the Shelby's question of the week, and I'm very excited about it.
I couldn't tell you what it's about, honestly.
Well, sorry about that. We had a little cut there, and that's actually our first cut in 9 podcasts, so I'm impressed we made it that far.
That's pretty good for 9 podcasts. I think we might have done this once before, but I think we just restarted.
We had a better transition than we did now, so I apologize about that. But without further ado, I think it is time for Shelby's question of the week.
And there we go. That's what happened before the cut.
Oh, I was supposed to have that song finished.
Yeah, you said you were going to have it ready, and then it didn't. But we've also said we were going to make social medias like a month ago and still haven't done that.
It's this is why it's a budget podcast. Anyways, Noah, would you care to read the question of the week?
Yeah, sure. It's a weird one this week, and I don't know.
It's a good one, actually.
But if your big toe was its own person, what would its personality be? I don't really have an answer for this yet. I haven't really thought about it too hard.
Well, I'm going to try to lead you to the water here and say, do you have 2 different personalities for your right and your left big toe? Because I feel like all the toes have like slightly different personalities. Maybe they're in like the same like family, like the big toes are the same, the pinky toes are the same, but like the right and left, they definitely have some different vibes to them.
I guess I didn't think about it that way either. I don't know, because I was like, would they just be like hermits? Because I usually am wearing like socks or shoes.
That's true.
But I'm like, I don't
They
really
don't like
know
the sun. They're like us. They're gamers.
Exactly. I'm like, the only time I'm wearing like just like slides or something is when I'm going outside in my backyard. But I don't really wear slides like outside the house, or I'm wearing socks with them on now. So I'm like, I don't know.
That's true. So definitely more like shy, or like
Yeah, they'd probably be shy. One of them's probably like fine, or like athletic or something. They're probably like jacked from all the hockey that I play. But
I'd say
I don't know.
My right big toe is more dominant, right? It's my right side of my body is like the more dominant thing.
Yeah.
I'm right-handed, so I assume that means I'm right-footed too. I don't really know.
You can check how you would be, especially like jumping. Like one foot would you jump off of? You probably would go your right foot.
It's probably my right, because like the right side of my body is like the most like destroyed. Like my right knee, my right hip from running are bad. So
yeah,
it's probably my right side. But my left foot feels more controlled and more like.
I really thought about this.
I'm thinking about it right this second. This is all on the spot.
Yeah. No, I the personality wise, it's one has to be probably like jacked, and the other one probably just like super shy. But it's like they're both probably shy, because I'm not just like out there with my feet out all the time.
I'd say to bring this around like Minecraft terms, my left big toe, he's the kind of guy you want in your team in like a fight. He's gonna be there. He's gonna have your back. And he's gonna be a solid man wearing full netherite, just being a bro. And my right toe, like he's kind of like You don't really know. Like, he might be jumping into lava, like, just trying to go for it and just messing up, or, like,
Nice.
Maybe he's running away and leaving you to die. So, yeah, I don't know if he's as trustworthy.
That's impressive. You really went all in on how your Toe's personality are going to be. I don't know if mine are that impressive of backstories that you have for your personalities of your Toes. I couldn't tell you, honestly.
This
my
is why
right
our
one's
third
probably
life series are going to succeed.
my right one's probably dominant, so my left one probably just hides and doesn't want to be involved in things. So that's how I'm gonna go with it.
Well, we had a very productive discussion about Toes.
I was trying to imagine what they were doing, but I couldn't tell you.
Anybody that has a feet fetish is going to love this portion of the podcast.
They're like, yes, finally I get to hear about people's feet. That's why I listen to this podcast.
My feet should never be out in public. This is why we don't wear flip-flops.
Yeah. Like, I don't have any situations where I'm wearing them, and if I am, I'm putting socks on first, because I'm like, people don't need to see my feet.
I mean, socks are comfy anyways. Like, why would you not want to wear socks?
I maybe just want your feet to breathe. So.
Last question real quick before we end it.
Yeah.
Long socks or short socks?
Depends what shoes I'm wearing.
I don't like long socks. They get my, like, calves all hot. I don't like it.
Long socks more when it's colder. Warmer, I do the short socks. But if I'm wearing like high tops, it's long socks. If I'm wearing low tops, it's either. But mostly short socks.
If I'm wearing high socks for like, dress up or whatever like that, I cannot wait to get those off my feet. I'm ripping those off as soon as I don't have to have them and instantly putting like low riders on.
No, I go between the two, so nothing too crazy.
Well,
yep.
What a way to end the podcast.
What a way, talking about feet and then socks.
Short,
solid,
subtle, but good.
There we go. Hopefully. Well, someone will tell us when they reach the end of the podcast. Be like, that was the worst podcast I listened to. You lied to me. You said it was good. Right.
So, I want to know in the comments below. I want to see how many comments we can get on this, which is going to be 3, probably.
That's going to be a lot.
Okay. There's going to be 2 comments, but I want everybody, I'm going to challenge everybody to write what your favorite part of this podcast is.
There you go. I hope someone comments something that was like, oh, my favorite part was when you guys talked about Minecraft, and they didn't get past the Minecraft part. They just happened to say that.
They skipped to the end.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for listening. Hopefully, if you did make it to the end, you do comment, because that would be nice. Also, links to our channels down below. Also, at this point, a week from now or something like that, hopefully you guys check out the Minecraft series that we will be doing, hopefully.
And maybe we'll have an after show.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. It might be after everyone's episode 1 comes out. So we'll see.
Late show.
Yeah, exactly.
With your cheap budget host.
Exactly. No, then we're professional hosts because we've done it before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mid-budget.
Mid-budget. Slightly upgraded. But yes, thank you guys for watching. Check out the links below.
And we'll see you all next time. Later, everybody.